It didn't?
Hey everybody, Craig DeLuz here with the Firearms Policy Coalition. Want to bring you some breaking news. Now, you guys probably already know Rob Adams of Sacramento Black Rifle and Sparks Black Rifle. He's their sponsors of Coffee with Craig. He's been a guest on Booze with DeLuz. We'll talk about that later. But he has an interesting story, one that I think a lot of you are going to want to hear about. It has to deal with, advertising. And we all know that there are folks out there who want to violate our other civil rights in order to keep us from exercising our right to keep and bear arms. So, Rob, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you kind of tell this story in your own words.
Sure. So what we're talking about today is our deal with Costco. A lot of people have seen the media response about Costco rejecting our donations to the Children's Miracle Network. So here's one of the letters that we've got. It's kind of I don't know, people thought the letter was fake, but it's actually not fake. I can tell you it's 100% real. And here's our check that we donated from the Sacramento store. But for years, we've been donating to Costco and the Children's Miracle Network through Costco, via Costco, through their banner program. So basically, you pay for a spot for a banner, and they hang it above the cash registers for everybody to see that's checking out. And this year, they solicited us like they do every year, and we graciously gave our donation, and they didn't hang our banner up. They said that somebody complained within the organization, and they refused to put the banner up. So we went to social media to let everybody know what was happening after we've been donating to this cause for many years. And the Roseville Costco off Stanford Ranch reached out to us and said they would love to have us. They heard what happened, and that was not their policy at the Roseville store. And so we paid again to have our banner put up, and either they put it up or they didn't. Somebody else complained, and they refused to put the banner up, and they sent us our money back with a letter. So in between the two stores, the Citrus Heights and the Roseville store doing that, Reno reached out to us, Reno Costco, and actually hung our banner. And about a month into the program, somebody complained, and they brought the banner down and gave us a refund of our donation there as well.
So, in other words, it started off, it was a store policy. And then evidently, it sounds like now, and I'm looking at, when you look at the letter here, I'll hold the letter up there real quick for you guys to see it. But it sounds like it's a regional policy. At least that's what this letter says, that the banner violates regional policy, without really telling you what policy it is. Right. And then on top of that, now you're finding out that it's happened, that the same exact thing has happened in Reno.
Correct.
Wow. So how have your customers reacted to it?
Well, they're not very happy. I can tell you that. They've reached out to Costco. We're not asking for anybody to boycott. We're not asking anybody to do anything adverse like that. We're just trying to get clarification, which Costco's not giving us clarification. They're using it as a safety for their employees and members. I don't know how a banner can be unsafe to hang in a store. The mere sight of a firearm on a banner. It is our trademark logo. It's been our logo for 10 years. So I don't know how that could be inciting anybody's reactions to be violent inside the store from an employee's perspective or from a customer's perspective. We're elite members or whatever we are with our business members of Costco. We've been business members for 10 years. We buy all of our store supplies, our toiletries, and we do all of our home shopping there too. So it's disheartening that they've taken this stance after years of us donating. And people are like, well, still donate the money to the Children's Miracle Network. That's fine. But it was sold to us as an advertisement. So we were doing twofold. We were getting advertisement for our donation, which was helping the kids, which now in turn they don't want our donation. So, that's where we're at.
And it's what here. Okay, so what we're talking about here is we're talking about they're taking away the right to advertise from a company that does nothing more than facilitate the exercising of a constitutionally enumerated right.
Correct. And it's interesting. So this obviously has gone viral. We've been contacted by the NRA. We're actually going to be doing an interview today at 3:30 on NRA TV. And we've had hundreds of phone calls, messages, emails, and employees from Costco saying that they're sick and tired of these companies taking stances like that. And frankly, they're embarrassed to actually be working for a company that is doing this. So we had one customer reach out to us that is actually an employee of Costco, and I haven't verified this yet because I was waiting for a picture, but I'm told that they actually have a weed dispensary banner up in the Costco in Reno. So I'm trying to vet that, verify that before, that's really out there. I mean, I'm telling you about it now, but it's hearsay at that point, so we want facts. So I've sent somebody into the store to see if that is indeed true, but, weed is illegal federally. It may be legal statewide, in Nevada or in California. And I don't care really if it's legal or not, but how is weed any less dangerous than a firearm?
Well, but no, let's be clear. Firearms are legal too.
They are
right?
legal, yes.
Firearms are completely 100% legal. In fact, as I already said, the ability to own a firearm is a constitutionally enumerated and protected right. Last I checked, the right to smoke weed isn't.
No. And I don't care where you are on the debate with weed or any drug for that matter. But our logo, the Reno store actually gave us a little bit more information than any of the other Costco's. They wanted to change our banner and take the gun off of it. Well, the gun is our logo. That is our trademark logo. That is what everybody knows us as. Our shirts, our hats, all of our gear has the gun on it. So I'm not going to deface our logo to appease left-leaning policies. It's just not going to happen ever.
No, but the one thing I think that you can thank Costco for is you're getting more advertising than you ever could have hoped for. Guys, and I'm just going to be real with you. I've dealt with a lot of firearms retailers. We have an organization that we work with called the California Association of Federal Firearms Licensees. We have some really good members. And chief amongst those members has been Rob and Gordon and Sacramento Black Rifle and Sparks Black Rifle, because they don't just believe in selling you products. They believe in helping you to be able to keep your constitutional rights, to be able to exercise it. And, they've put their money where their mouth is. And once again, not just when it comes to the Second Amendment, but, in the community. You guys do a lot of community work.
We do. I don't know the exact total, but it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've donated to the local community, via it be Placer County, now in Sparks, Nevada, and in Citrus Heights, where we started 10 years ago. I'm very gracious with our donations, and when charities come asking, we usually don't turn them down. It's very seldom that we do, and there's been a few times that we've donated in the past. We did for the Rockland Thunder back in the day. It's a soccer league in Rockland, and we outfitted the kids with their uniforms, but the parents didn't want to hang the banner in the school or out on the field, or they were told that they couldn't, and then they wanted to put tape over our logo. And that happened actually at Coon Creek Shooting Center. We've donated years and years to all of the youth sporting clays, and we'd outfit the teams with guns or donations. And Coon Creek, the owner of Coon Creek Shooting Facility, took and defaced our logo and put tape over our gun.
At a shooting center. They covered up a gun
at a shooting center. So, this goes back a long ways. If the gun is that offensive, I'm not going to change the logo for anybody. It's not going to happen. The moment that I found out about the Coon Creek, I haven't supported the youth sporting clays in years because of that. Because, it's just, you're defacing everything that we've built, our brand. That is our brand. The logo, it's our brand. And, for somebody to deface it after we've given, hundreds of dollars to the organizations, in the community, it's a hard hit.
Well, exactly. And once again, you're not doing anything. I hate to say this, but if someone wants to find something offensive, anybody can find anything offensive. Right? There's tons of stuff. Some people find the American flag offensive. I happen to find most mainstream media offensive. I happen to find a lot of the things that they push and they promote, whether it be in our schools or whether it be, through mainstream media, I find it offensive. But you know what? They have a right to free speech. And I wouldn't violate their rights because it offends me. So I don't understand why when we start talking about exercising our constitutional rights, all of a sudden that in and of itself is considered offensive, and people want to all of a sudden create a safe space from the Constitution.
Right. And the fact of the matter is with Costco, it's kind of being two-faced. They sell gun safes. They sell ammo cans. And when I brought that up to management in the Sitter Tights location, they just swept it under the rug. They didn't want to talk about it. So I'm debating them with some facts.
Because they're cowards. Because they are cowards.
They are cowards. And it's sad, this is bigger than the donation, right? This is bigger than Costco. This is way bigger than this store, right? This is just, we're one piece of the puzzle of what's happening all over the United States to this industry. The industry that I love. Like, I could be doing a lot of different things. I choose to do this, the most regulated industry. Some people think that I'm crazy that I stay in California and fight as hard as we do. But I love coming to work every day. Same with my employees. They love coming here. They love guns. They love the community. And we're still going to fight. Maybe we do boycott them. I'm not saying that anybody should, but, at some point you have to vote with your money and take it elsewhere to somebody that supports what we're doing.
Exactly. We've already seen Dick's Sporting Goods. Their stock has gone down. Their sales have gone down. I think that if we decided to spend our money somewhere else, and yeah, I get it. There's some stuff you're going to need to get, but you know what? If you cut the money that you were spending at Costco in half, find someplace else. I rarely, if ever, almost never go to Walmart anymore because once again, it's just one of those things where I got to vote with my dollars, and if I can spend my money somewhere else, I want to do that. But here's the other thing, folks. That's the reason why it's important to support your local gun store. Because here's the thing, especially in California where we have, if you're talking about doing firearms transfers or learning about firearms, you can't. These big stores, they're not going to do that for you. They're not going to help in the exercising of your constitutional right. And I'll tell you this, because I've dealt with them legislatively. If they can get what they want and sell you out, they will sell you out in a minute. And if you don't believe so, take a look at this.
And they're in these big box stores, and I'm not gonna talk bad about any big box retailer that sells firearms, but they're not putting their money where their mouth is. Us small entities, we are, and we're not running on huge margins. We're racing to the bottom every gun store to get the customers in here on pricing. So if you think that we're making all this money, we're not. It's all in volume and getting people through that front door, and things like this don't help. When you're spending money in the community to try to get your community members to know about where you're located, what you're doing, and then we have a company like this that is silencing that. Just as recently as KC, what is the 105.1 KC, whatever the what is it? KNCI. So 105 country station. We try to advertise on them, and they no longer will do advertising for gun stores. On a pretty conservative country station that's been in the Sacramento area as long as I've been alive. I grew up on that channel, and we tried to advertise our 10-year anniversary a few months back, and they would not take our advertisement dollars. So, we're just being suppressed at every turn, and it's getting a little bit frustrating, and it's disheartening for sure.
Right. See, folks, and this is the thing, man, I'm telling you. That's why we say this is a fight for civil rights. Because once again, if you want to exercise your Second Amendment right, they believe that you lose all of your other constitutional rights. You lose due process. You lose private property rights. You lose your free speech rights. All because you want to exercise your fundamental human right to be able to defend yourselves. Now, I'm looking on these walls here, and I see all kind of, not just cool firearm accessories and firearms, but also some very cool swag. Where can folks go online who want to support your store? Where can they go? Where can they find you?
Well, honestly, you could go to SacramentoBlackRifle.com. You can go to our Instagram account, follow us there. We've got some colorful things that we put there. Our website really does suck. It's not very intuitive with our point of sale system. It is live inventory for the most part, but just call the store if you guys need some swag or whatever, and you guys seen something online like the hats we're wearing now. We have these in shirts, and we have some other colorful slogans on some shirts. But you can call the store and tell us what size you're looking for, and we'll get those things sent out to you right away.
Fantastic. Everybody, once again, this is Craig DeLuz coming at you. Breaking news from Sacramento Black Rifle. Here with my good friend Rob. We are together fighting for our civil rights because, as everyone knows, we got to use them or we're going to lose them. You guys take care.
If you like our videos, follow, subscribe, like, and share.